Whew! Man. Are we just gonna go straight to game 3? I think we are. I can see it on the little screen thing on the right side. It's actually a really cool setup though. Let me blow it up. I think it's an awesome studio. They got the booths, they got the monitors. I don't know why the left monitor is black though. I assume like it's like 2 players FP, like the left and right ones are first person view and the middle one is the actual game. I don't know how they have it set up. It's pretty cool though. Sonic, he knows what's up. Got a pretty sweet studio. Anyway, alright! Killer is gonna be bottom right, and Mong's gonna be bottom left. So, yes, that is Mong. Very nice. Okay, so, we are now on Fighting Spirit, I believe. Fighting Spirit, of course, the ubiquitous, or is it ubiquitous? I don't know how you pronounce that word. Anyway, people play it a lot. Yeah. So, both these guys, I'm sure, have played thousands of games on this map. Literally thousands. So, they will be absolutely comfortable here. No silly shenanigans. Very, very nice balanced map. Hopefully we'll see a nice long game again. Like we did last game, although I'm not sure how good that will be for my voice. Especially given that we have several matches left to come here. This is just the, for those of you tuning in, this is still just the first match. This is game 3 of match number 1 here. So whoever wins this game goes on to the winners match. Loser goes to the losers match. It's not even an elimination game yet. We have just started. Yes, Gigafiar. All these casts will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Sayle BW on YouTube. That's right. I basically have like different IDs everywhere. I'm like Sayle TL on Twitter and Sayle SC on Twitch TV. It's because like people keep taking Sayle, man. Every time I want to make a new ID, it's like Sayle's taken. But not only is Sayle all right. Here's the deal, okay? So, Sayle was taken on Twitch, so I made Sayle SC. And then I tried to make Sayle SC on YouTube, but that was taken. I was like, why is that taken? So I had to make Sayle BW, right? Sayle Brood War. And then when I went to make an account on Twitter, both of those were taken. I was like, how is this possible? Why are those IDs taken? Who else is using these IDs? So I had to make Sayle TL. So it's not my fault. Alright? I tried, guys. I tried. It is definitely not my fault that my IDs are just completely out of sync. But there you go. Anyway, what's going on in this game? Alright, we're just chilling. We're still chilling. So, I don't know, was that a 12 patch? We'll just go with that. We'll just go with that. 1 Rex expand, fine. Good. It's all good. Man, Mong really likes hunting down overlords, doesn't he? Oh, he's not hunting overlords. What is he doing with this marine? Is he doing the 1 marine harass? The good old flash 1 marine harass? Anyway. Oh, he might have a second one here. It could be the 2 marine harass. It's devastating. Flash has won games with this before. Literally. Against Jaedong. Wait, was it Jaedong? Or was it like Sulky or somebody? It might have been Sulky. I feel like Jaedong's not that bad. But Sulky, he's definitely that bad. Man, somebody lost to like 4 marines before. It's one of those awesome Zergs. Okay, so man, now I completely lost my train of thought. We have 2 random Zerglings running over to the 9 o'clock. Those will probably be used to like sneak into the main later on when the Marines move out. So you can see this Overlord here, right? He's keeping an eye on things. So he's gonna see when the first Marine attack goes out, and he's gonna try and sneak those 2 Zerglings in the back. He's moving them forward now. I'm not really sure why, because they'll just die. Oh yeah, okay, so he's gonna chill. Okay, you see, the Marines move out. The Overlord sees it, and he goes in. Unfortunately for him, Mong is like really smart, and actually just pulls him back. And he's gonna block it. He's gonna not quite block it, so both lanes do get in. They're probably not gonna kill more than an SCB at most, but they get a complete scout of what's going on. They're gonna see the fast +1 opening from Mong, so Killer's gonna realize it's the same opening that Mong did last game on electric circuit. Fast +1 into 4 or 5 barracks Marines. And it's going to be that kind of aggressive strategy. Very, very popular opening here on Fighting Spirit. On most, regular 4-player macro maps anyway. And again, I lost my train of thought. Awesome! I need to make some more excuses. I'm a little bit sick, guys. That's not even an excuse, that's like legit. I don't know why. It was pretty terrible. I got back from Christmas break and was like immediately started getting sick the day before I had to go back to work. Ugh. Scumbag body. Anyway, there's second and third barracks. Should see at least one more. Actually, I have seen 3 racks off the fast +1 before. It doesn't make quite as much sense to me. I feel like if you're going to go for that +1, you might as well go balls out 4 or 5 racks. But I guess we'll see. And now we have the bunker. The good old semi-sim city. By the way, you see that giant gap on the left of the depot there? Between the depot and the cliff? I'm pretty sure that's actually Ling type. It doesn't make any sense. It looks like it should not even be Goon type, but it's actually Ling type. Like, that's why earlier when we saw the 2 Lings run in, he didn't just run on the left side, because he couldn't. It's pretty weird how this works. Man, I glance over at the chat and people are like differentiating and stuff. Why are you guys doing calculus in the chat? This is Brood War, not calculus. Although to be fair, Brood War is probably more difficult than calculus. I'm not gonna lie. Like seriously, have you guys ever, tried to mute a micro on high latency? Shit, man, I'd rather do calculus than try that. Anyway, this time we got a good old square of Sunkens going on instead of a line. I don't know why he wouldn't want to make a line. Huh. Hey, 5 racks, awesome. And we got where the mute is at. Okay, this is the mute is building now. And the Sunkens are building. Man, why is he making a square? Why didn't he make a line? Maybe it doesn't matter. What range do Sunkens have? I don't actually know what range Sunkens have. Upgraded Marines have 5 range, right? So they start with 4 range and they get 5 range with range. But they don't have, or rather, what range does Sunkens have? Somebody look it up on Wikipedia and let me know. And there's a stim. There's no way he's gonna actually do this, is there? Are you crazy? Mong, what are you doing? What are you doing? Matt, you couldn't even beat that if there weren't lurkers there. You can't beat 4 Sunkens with that little piddly army. Are you kidding me? You only have 3 medics, man. Man, you need at least 1 medic per Sunken if you even want to try to break it. And that's not even guaranteed. I don't know what he's thinking there. That's kind of weird. Alright, so he just threw away a few Marines for nothing. And now the Hive's on the way. And he's going to move over to the top right, but because there's a nice little narrow ramp here on Fighting Spirit defending that base, 2 lurkers at the top will basically defend infinite Marines. Unless they have +1 armor. Because normally a lurker 2-shots a Marine. Whoa, hello. But if the Marines have +1 armor, then they 3-shot them. So you can sometimes see hilarious games where the Zerg only leaves 2 lurkers there, and because the Marines have +1 armor, they just run through. That actually very rarely happens, but it's quite funny when it does. You also notice that those lurkers are actually perfectly stacked there, so that's actually 2 lurkers, not 1. But if you borrow one and you borrow the other one, excuse me, directly on top of it, of course, you end up not being able to see them. In fact, an even cooler trick than that is you can actually put either a drone, or basically almost any unit, like a drone or an overlord, directly on top of the stacked lurkers, and then the Terran can't even irradiate your lurkers because he can't click it. He has to click the unit, the drone or the overlord that's covering it, which is a really funny trick. It rarely actually is used. I actually haven't seen it used at all recently, but for a while I saw a few players do it. Whoa! He's actually trying to run up here. That seems suboptimal. And by suboptimal, I mean, well, you can see all of the dead Marines on the ramp. Oh, man. See, now you might look at that and be like, what the hell was Mong thinking? That was stupid. But to be honest, because when you stack lurkers like that, see, the fire comes from a single point, which means that the splash on the Marines is actually not as efficient as if you had the lurkers slightly staggered. Man, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this without like drawing a calculus diagram. But basically, if the lurkers were side by side, I'm pretty sure Mong would not have even tried that, but because they were stacked on a single point, he thought he might make something work there. I think that... Alright, hopefully somebody got that at least. Anyway. Looks like I got some random Vultures with mines. That's all well and dandy. Not too much else, I guess, until Defilers get out. We start poking around with them. The awesome thing about Spider Mines is they're basically effective against everything the Zerg has. Unless he gets some Hydras coming out. But I mean, you know, you think about it. Zerg composition mid to late game is basically Lurkerling Defiler into Ultraling Lurker Defiler, none of which actually have a range. Defilers, in fact, get one shot by Spider Mines, which is really awesome when Terran gets that to happen because... oh my god, did he just blind that Lurker? I think he just blinded that Lurker. I think he... Is he just going to try and kill it? Nope, apparently not. Did you guys see that? I'm not crazy, right? There's like a little orange blip on the Lurker, like the effect that when you get blinded. Dubious. Oh, yeah, he is going for it. But there were two Lurkers there, which is why the blind didn't do anything. Because the other Lurker was spotting anyway. Oh well, he only lost 2 Marines. It's fine. Okay, so now we got a dropship going over to the main. There is one Scourge there, which is, you know, not enough to kill it. Oh, he actually scans before going in. That's pretty cool. And here we go. Here is the drop. Not spotted yet. He actually... Wait, what? He only got 5? Wait, where are the rest of the dudes? What are we even attacking? Oh god, why are the drones stacking to the cast? There's a fire mat there. Are you crazy? Why would you do that? Oh man, looks like half the drones still got away, but that... Why the hell would you do that? There's like 2 fire bats there and you're stacking to the gas. Oh my god, killer, dude, bro. Oh my god, the fire bat's still there. Okay, whoa, he died. Alright, but that's a 4-kill Marine, so that's pretty impressive too. Oh, man. Alright, alright. We're good now, we're good. We're good. Okay, command center's floating over to the 3rd. And that is actually a good number of Vultures now, so that's actually going to be really annoying for the Zerg to move out. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can either clear this out with a couple of Hydras, or you basically, if you don't feel like making Hydras, you just run individual Zerglings through the minefields. This could be very bad. Nope, there's only 1 Lurker there, so it's not that bad. Only killed 3 Marines. If there were 2 Lurkers there, that could have been really bad. Ah, excuse me. So, it looks like Mong setting up that top left main. Gonna get that 4th. And it looks like, oh, you can see what I'm talking about here. Single Zerglings or small groups of Zerglings running through the minefields just to clear those out. You basically have to do that. Otherwise, you know, you've got to make sure your expensive units like Lurkers and Defilers do not take the mine hits. The mines will 2-shot a Lurker or 1-shot a Defiler. Both of those are very, very costly for the Zerg. There's also another drop going over to the top right. There's a couple of units already in position to help defend that. Presumably a Nidus Canal there as well. Yes, indeed. So that's unlikely to do too much. Whoa, that's actually a Vulture drop. Okay, that's interesting. I thought that would just be a normal Marine drop, but I actually got a couple of Vultures in there. Unfortunately for Mong, doesn't do too much here. But at least the dropship gets away safe and sound. And one awesome thing, actually, I should have pointed out, is that so far Mong's been completely denying Killer from a 4th base while he's got his 3rd base. So right now, it's 3 base versus 3 base. Oh, that could have been a lot more deadly to those Marines. But it's 3 base versus 3 base, which is actually really, really bad for Killer. I mean, the longer Killer is sitting around with no 4th gas, the further behind he's falling. In fact, it's soon to be 4 base for Terran against 3 base Zerg, although Killer's actually getting his 4th as well. But still, even base count TVZ is not good for the Zerg by any means. And not only that, but by using all these mines all over the place, Mong's actually really keeping Killer back in his bases. I mean, if you just look at the mini-map, just compare... Oh no! This is probably a Lurker drop! Oh my god, what? Wow, really unlucky by Killer. 2 Overlords, presumably full. I'm not sure exactly with what, but probably a Defiler and 3 Lurkers or something like that. Getting intercepted right there. He's got another drop going on the side. Gonna see the SCV transfer to the top left. But man, that was not a good thing for Killer, especially... Okay, so what I wanted to say was, compare the minimap from this game to the previous two. Previous two, Killer had such good vision of so much of the map. In this game, Mong is keeping him in his bases. You know, Killer's just starting to move out now along the top side. But still, you know, the overall map presence is a lot smaller. Although this kind of drop is going to be good. Oh man, Mong is not paying attention here. Wait, he's scanned, but didn't pull the SCVs. That's kind of weird. Alright. Well, it looks like it's not going to be a huge deal anyway. Meanwhile, he's starting the factory production at the top left. Looks like the Darkstorm is a touch slow, although the Lurkers do get in there. Whoa, nice scan and snipe of the back Lurker. The front Lurker is still there, but whoa. SCVs are going to transfer through him. I think because there's only one Lurker there, they can actually safely transfer through. Because SCVs are pretty beefy. It'll take 3 hits from a Lurker. And there we go. Meanwhile, Siege Tank's pummeling the top right position. Really interesting formation of those units. The Marines kind of huddling in between the 3 tanks just to use the tanks to buffer. Meanwhile, no, you see? Lots of those SCVs definitely died to that Lurker drop. That was a really weird decision to not pull those SCVs. Because he scanned there, so he definitely saw it. Anyway, Killer now, you know, equally applying pressure to his opponent. See, this is the awesome thing is that for top level players like this, you know, even if your opponent is constantly attacking you, the crucial thing to think about, and Day9 talked about this, I think, in one of his podcasts, but the crucial thing for you is not to think about just defending. You always have to attack. You should always be attacking somewhere. You know, even if, you know, you're constantly being assaulted like Killer is, just small drops, small assaults with Zerglings, put some pressure back on your opponent. But oh my god, Killer might just lose his Ultralisk Cavern to 2 Marines. A 2 Marine drop is going to kill his Ultra Cavern. Meanwhile, these Zerglings coming over to the top left are going to get cleaned up by a handful of mech units here. The transition to full mech has started here. The late game TVZ transition, and the Ultra Cavern is going to die, Killer! Killer, your Ultralisk Cavern! The Ultralisk Cavern is going down. Oh man, those 2 hero Marines. It looks like though, in exchange, a few of these tanks at the front are going to get taken down by Lurker Ling. But still, just look at the minimap. Look at the presence that Mong has. He is all over the place, and now he's securing the top left, and once this mech transition gets into swing, once the Terran has the huge mech ball rolling in the late game TVZ, it is so hard, even for the top level Zergs to do anything. I mean, just, you know, if you want examples of this, just go back and watch some of those Flash versus Jaedong finals, where, you know, it goes to the late game, and Flash is actually established on the map, and even a Zerg as top-notch as Jaedong, when you just watch the games, it's just like, it seems unfair. It's like, how is Zerg even supposed to win against the Terran? You know, it's not even a matter of him executing correctly. It's a matter of what does he even try to execute to win the game anymore? You know, it just gets kind of ridiculous at a certain point. So it's you know, Killer really doesn't want it to get that point. He really does not want to let the Terran get himself established like that. But it's just so hard right now because he's the one getting pushed back. And that's also why it's so important for him to keep doing these little drops and counterattacks on things, because if the Terran ball gets really built up, it's just really hard. But it looks like we do have, again, as I was saying, another attack heading towards the top left. That is going to be a big drop. Unfortunately for Killer, it looks like it's been spotted by those vultures if Mong was at all paying attention. He's in fact also going to try and take down this hatchery. Not going to happen though. Killer going to clean up these vultures. And, you know, he is starting to sort of claim his half of the map. He's getting the 3 o'clock base. He's getting the 6 o'clock base as well. So he's getting his half of the map. And now it's just a matter of being able to actually move out into the middle of the map. And you know, and he doesn't necessarily have to. You know, he can just keep doing what he's doing with the drops along the sides. You know, can maybe mess around with a few Guardians here and there. Guardians actually in the back of the Natural and Fighting Spirit are extremely effective. Fairly common in ZVT actually. Not sure if he's going to do that just for the moment here. Although, you know, just as I say that, he is actually making a great Aspire, so Killer certainly does have that in mind. And oh, well, it looks like I don't know what happened to that big drop that we saw going over with like 5-6 overlords. It looks like it's just chilling at the top right. I guess because it was spotted, Killer decided not to go for it. But we do have the 6 o'clock taken now. Now here's the interesting thing. So, you know, Killer gets his half of the map, 6 bases. Mong presumably will make sure he gets the 12. But because Mong has better map presence in the middle, if he can actually secure the middle base, then obviously he's going to win the long war in terms of economy. And even if he doesn't, if it just goes to the late game 6 base versus 6 base, Terran Mech is so unbelievably efficient, cost efficient against Zerg, that it's still going to be hard for Killer. So Killer basically has to, you know, either kill a base or somehow get the 6 and the 12 o'clock, or just do some amazing like drop / defiler play. You know, Plagues, for example, amazing against Mech because, you know, there's no medics to heal stuff, and it's very rare to see Terrans actually, you know, bring a bunch of SCVs to repair them. It's just not that efficient. Even if you get plagued. I mean, you will see Terrans like mass repair vessels, but rarely do they do it with like Sea Shanks and Goliaths, I think. But we do have some Guardians finally. That's going to be interesting because the Terran's now gone complete mech. He's gone complete Guardian Tank Vulture. Well, basically Guardian Tank, sorry, Guardian, whoa, what am I talking about? Goliath Tank Vulture. Oh, there's a distinct lack of Vultures in this army, but whoa! Look at this, getting caught out of position here. Guardians coming in, Lings and Lurkers in the front. It looks like he's just going to suicide some units here to pick off the Guardians, but the Goliaths don't even have range, so they're not even able to really reach everything. And man, losing a lot of Goliaths there, that was not a good engagement from Mong at all. I think Mong might have, I don't know if he was just getting cocky and just moving out like that, or if he was just caught out of position while he was looking somewhere else. But either way, that was not good for Mong. And now we have Guardians at the top right, top left. Unfortunately for Killer, he's not paying attention, and they do get into turret range. For whatever reason, Guardians, despite outranging all static defenses, oftentimes love to just walk into turret and or cannon fire. Or Goliath fire, as the case may be. Looks like we have some Lurkers and Lings and Defilers coming over, but the Mines taking a huge toll. Look at this, the Mines just obliterating everything. The Sea Shanks do a number on the Zerglings, but those Mines were really what killed all those Lurks and Defilers. Man, absolutely brutal. However, Killer does at least have the Skull, and he finally has some Ultras here after getting his Ultras Cavern sniped off initially by just 2 Marines. You know, he's finally got those Ultralisks out, but of course Sea Shanks are pretty awesome against Ultralisks anyway, so he's got to be careful how we use them. You know, against the Terran Mech, Ultras by themselves, with no cover, with no Dark Swarm, aren't just the end-all be-all. You really need the Dark Swarm, and whoa, look at that Dark Swarm, it's just all over the screen here. This isn't even a normal Broodor screen, this is like a stretched 16:9 screen, and it's still covered basically everything. So that would have been 2 regular screens basically. And look at this, Killer mopping up in the late game. This is really interesting. And well, by mopping up I mean he's running away, but you know, close enough. Killer, I mean, he's making a good account of himself, I gotta say. Really awesome TVZ series. Anyway, are these actually full Overlords, or are they just spawning? You know, in these late game situations, it's also a really good tactic to just load up an Overlord with like 8 Zerglings and bomb the tanks, kind of like Zealot bombs in TVP. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a big attack here, going over to the 9 o'clock base. It looks like very little to actually defend here. Just a couple of Sea Shanks and a Goliath. It looks like Mong getting caught a little bit out of position. That is one of the dangers of the mech switch. The mech army is a lot less mobile than the medic marine army. So he's having to lift this off, having to run all the SCVs. Thankfully, you know, Ultralink can actually attack the lifted off command center, so he will be able to just come back and land there once again, once he's taking care of these units. But where's the Terran army? The Terran army is not actually coming back here. I don't know what Mong's doing, but his army is not coming back to clean this up. He's just, I guess, going to let these reinforcements clean up, but they're not going to clean up. What is he doing? Mong's attacking instead of defending. That seems a little bit extreme here. Mong is taking a lot of damage from this Ultralink attack that I don't think is necessary. He's decided to go for the big counter, but now a lot of Ultras coming out to help defend. Oh man, and now another drop on the 6 o'clock tanks here. Killer is being ridiculously cost efficient against Terran Mech. This is the reverse of what's supposed to happen here. Terran Mech is supposed to be really cost efficient against Zerg, but Killer's late game is just too strong. Mong doesn't know what to do anymore. Oh my god. Killer is just playing this late game beautifully. I was saying how it looks unfair when Terran gets the mech ball rolling, but Killer is just making Zerg look so sweet here, so awesome. Look at all those swarms everywhere. It's just a trail of Dark Swarm. You can't even run away. It's just all over the place. Oh man. And here we go. The tank's sieging up, but there's Dark Swarms on top of them. Mong, you gotta run, man. You gotta run. I don't even know what, now I don't know what Terran's supposed to do. What do you do? Look at this. He's getting like so many tanks just wiped off the map here. Those are so expensive, man. Siege tanks are expensive. Oh my god. And suddenly, look at this, the map looks so much different and the top left base is under attack. There's a trail of yellow units flooding into the top left here. It looks like Mong has at least re-established control of his natural, but now his expansions to the top left. Crucially, the top left main base houses all of his factories. If he loses those, he can't keep reproducing the mech army. He'd have to just switch back into bio. Well, no, I don't know what he would do, because I think he's lifted most of his barracks as well to use it to scout. And now the 9 o'clock base actually dies before he can lift it off. Mong is just completely falling to pieces right here. I don't know what he's doing, what he's thinking. Maybe he's just tired from the last 2 games or something. But man, Killer is looking in good shape to actually pull the reverse 2-1 here. Remember, Mong did actually win game number 1 on Mist. But Killer is now looking pretty good. Now, I don't want to speak too soon because Killer certainly has not won the game yet. That is still quite a few siege tanks, alright? But it is looking a lot different than game number 1 at least, that's for sure. Oh, and Killer's got queens. Oh man, the hidden queens here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see some broodling action. That is right. Killer is going to save up some energy on those queens. It does take 150 energy for the broodling, but each broodling will insta-kill a tank. And this is a completely legitimate anti-mech strategy. The mighty queen. For so long, people thought it was just a joke unit. But let me tell you, in fact, Zero, the other Zerg in this group, Zero, was one of the real pioneers of queen usage. He used them a lot, and that's one of the reasons why I love him as a player. Maybe I shouldn't say pioneers. I don't know if he was necessarily like the one of the first players to use it, but he definitely helped popularize them. Anyway, here we go. Big attack going into the natural, but oh my god, that is a ridiculous number of siege tanks. Can we get some plague going on here? Anybody? Plagues? Oh man, if those are full of Zerglings to drop on top. Oh no, the timing is a little bit off here, although if he gets a Mind Bomb off. Oh, he could get a Mind Bomb! Oh no! Oh, Mong! What the hell? Oh, just look at him. Look how sad Mong is. Oh my god. I was like, wow, that drop is so late, it's not going to do anything. But it did. Oh, it definitely did. Damn. Alright. Alright, looks like the queens have energy now. The queen's coming out. Oh god, Mong is gonna be so sad. Mong doesn't know what to do. Oh god, Killer. He's too strong, he's moving in. The Overlords, the Zerglings, the Ultralisks, the Queens, they're all moving in. There's only like 2 tanks left. There's nothing left of Broodling. Oh god, run tanks! The Broodling! Oh no, there's like 8 Broodlings on the map. Oh man, the Broodlings even mind bombed the Goliath. Oh no, Mong is so dead right now. He is so dead. He doesn't even know what happened. He was on 3 base versus 3 base and then 4 base versus 4 base. He was winning the game. And now he's not. He is not even close to winning the game. Where the hell is Ultralisk going? Alright, they're going to attack the starport. And here we go, the Ultraling moving into the main base of Mong. Killer is going for the jugular right now. He's going for the kill. And Mong is completely dead. His factories are being camped by the Ultraling. The Mass Queen army is bearing down on his main base, but he doesn't want to leave. He does not want to give this up. But he's got to give it up. It's over, Mong. It's over. It's alright though, dude. You just go on to the losers match, and then you can just beat Brittany and then go on to the final match. It's all good, dude. You got this. GG! Killer with the reverse 2-1. Moving on to the winners match. Mong dropping down to the losers match. But what an amazing TVZ series that was, ladies and gentlemen. An almost 90-minute series here. And this was the first series. Guys, we have the whole group left to go. That was the first match. Now we have another best of 3 PVZ between Zero and Brittany. And then we got the winners, losers, and the final match. Oh my god. I might not survive, but that's alright. My life friar. Alright, so I think we're gonna have a break. I think they're gonna well, they need to change the players. They need to get the players in the booths. So we're gonna watch these weird Cymbal Farm commercials. If you don't know what Cymbal Farm is, it's Sonic's company. Sonic, the guy who actually runs, well, this Star League, it's the Sonic Star League, actually owns an online shoe store. Well, I think it's like partly online. There's like an actual physical store as well. Actually, I think he just opened 2 new stores or something, so he's got like 3 stores now. But it's like a pretty good business, and you know, he's basically the savior of Brood War here. He's single-handedly just, you know, really revitalizing the scene. He's a really awesome guy. Puts his heart and soul into it. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. But for those of you who don't, Sonic is the man. He is amazing. So yeah. If you see him around, which you probably won't because he's in Korea, but if you do, I don't know, buy him a beer. Or like him on Facebook. He's on Facebook. Yeah. I don't know his Facebook page though. Anyway. Ooh, what is this? Is this like a Fix commercial? So for those of you who don't know, the original sponsor of this Star League was Monkey 3, but then because of some last minute issues, they actually backed out. So instead we have Human Works. I believe that's the company name is Human Works. Stepped in to sponsor instead, and they have like they do, you know, like headphones and other peripherals with the Fix brand. I think that's how it works. Not really sure. I think that's how it is. But basically, they're the sponsors, so huge thanks to them. I believe they're all just big in Korea, so again, a little bit harder for us to directly support them. But if you happen to be in Korea and see some Fix gear that you like, then pick it up, I guess. Yeah. Alright, cool. Sweet. That's my sponsoring done for the day. I don't know. I don't have any like real obligation to, you know, go all sponsory. Kinda like I do in TLS. I'm like, you know, gotta shout out the sponsors. I'm just chilling. Maybe, oh wait, no, wait, what am I doing? I can fast forward this. That's right. Zio, my chair is nice. It's pretty sweet. Check it out. Well, I guess I don't even really see. I don't know. It's a DX racer of some sort, of course. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this an intro movie? Oh man, awesome! Wait, hold on. Let's watch this. All right, hold on. I'll turn up the volume too. Alright, and we're back to the weird horse head commercial things. Or is it like a pig's head? I'm not really sure. Would you guys say that's a horse head? I think it's more like a horse head. Anyway, let's fast forward a bit. Let's get to the games. The games! Oh, somebody's asking me to do top 3 predictions. Gigafiar. I think he asked me before as well. Alright, looks like we're getting ready to go. Alright. Top 3 predictions. I need the player list. Hold on, I forgot who's playing. Alright, hold on. Oh man, screw player list. Let's just look at the Star Girls. Like I was looking at the SSL thread thing, and it was you know, it just happened to be open at, you know, these pictures. Not that I just left it open there, of course, but Star Girls. Anyway, okay. So let's see. I don't know. Who was first on power rank? C? I feel like I should pick a Protoss though. Actually no, Protoss are terrible. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna pick Pusan for number 1. Pusan is gonna beat Killer in the finals. And then Piano is gonna get 3rd. Boom! Ridiculous top 3. Well, I guess besides Killer. Man, it's GG Fiar. It's French? Shit, man, I'm not French. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, what's going on? What are we doing? Oh, we're looking at the crowd. Yeah, Star Girl! Or Juice Girl? Or Interview Girl? I don't know what the title is anymore. It was Juice Girl for the last SSL. I don't know what her job description is. Job title. With a French accent. Oh shit, I forgot I'm still on webcam. I'm like doing my nerd slouch. Nerd hunch. Hold on, let me go back. Here, you guys can just like look at the pretty girl instead of me. I think that's more optimal.
조제 명식 때 그 조가 편성되면서 많이 아쉬워하시던 모습이 생각나는데 지금 와서 말씀드리는 거지만 A조 들어오기 싫으셨죠?
I gotta say, I mean, she's pretty and all, but look how cutie Zero is. Look at him holding his hands together. Aww, what a cutie pie.
A조 너무 잘하는 선수들이 많아가지고 연습하는데 또 제가 몸이 아파가지고 지금 링겔을 맞고 왔거든요. 일단 네.
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Hold on, let me go back here. Alright, skip. 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 Are we good? I think we're good. Yes. Okay, match number 2 is going to be Brittany versus Zero. What is this?